I'd like to bring to order the Monday, December 2nd reorganization meeting or organization meeting of the Cheltenham School District Board of Directors. First, we're going to start with Ms. Blitzstein with the Pledge of Allegiance and Statement of Acknowledgement and Honor of Indigenous Communities.
We begin this meeting with acknowledgement of and honor for the many legacies that have impacted our community, particularly those buried over time. Acknowledging truth is critical to building mutual respect and connection across all barriers of heritage and difference. Cheltenham Township stands within the Lenape-Hoking, the ancestral homeland of the Lenni Lenape civilization. Their people were and still are caretakers of this land and its rivers, and their legacy continues. We pay respect to their elders, past and present. Our community owes its existence and vitality to generations from around the world who contributed their hopes, dreams, and energy to making the history that led to this moment. Some were brought here against their will. Some were drawn to leave their distant homes in the hope of a better life, and some have lived on this land for more generations than can be counted. Please take a moment to consider the many legacies of violence, displacement, migration, and settlement that bring us together, and as a school district committed to equity and social justice that fosters intellectual curiosity and discourse, join us in uncovering such truths.
All right, thank you, Ms. Blitzstein. We'll have Ms. Hatcher do the roll call of the board members who are holding over.
Good evening. Ms. Blitzstein?
Present.
Mr. Williams?
Present.
Ms. Lowman?
Present.
Ms. Murphy?
Present.
Dr. Wiley?
Present.
That concludes our roll call.
Thank you, Ms. Hatcher. So the next item on the agenda is public comment on agenda items only. Cheltenham residents, taxpayers, and school district employees are permitted to comment on agenda items at the scheduled time. Speakers' comments are limited to 3 minutes or less. If an individual is not here in the room and does want to provide comment, they may also contact the board by emailing schoolboard@cheltenham.org. All right, seeing no public comments at this time, we will roll into the election of the temporary president. So next item on the agenda is the election of our temporary board president. Are there any nominations for temporary board president?
Charles Williams.
Second.
Are there any other nominations? Is there a motion to close the nominations?
I move that we close the nomination.
And is there a second?
Yes, there's a second. I second that.
Thank you. All those in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
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 Any opposed, any abstentions? Okay, seeing none, we will now vote on the election of the temporary board president. All in favor of Charles Real Williams for temporary board president, please say aye.
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 Aye. All right. Next on the agenda, so now that we have that into the record, next on the agenda is reading of certificates of election into the minutes of the meeting. Mr. Diazio.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Williams. Good evening, everyone. This is the time of the meeting where the certificates of election will be read into the record from the municipal election held this past November. So the school district is in receipt of 4 certificates of election from the Montgomery County Board of Elections, and the certificates read as follows. We, the undersigned County Board of Elections, having computed and canvassed the returns of the election held the 4th day of November 2025, do certify that in said county, and we have 4 certificates here. So I'm going to read the names of 4 individuals. Daniel Schultz, Leah Mulhearn, Zachary Epps, and Caroline Watts were duly elected to the office of Cheltenham School Director, in testimony whereof we have set our hands and seals this 24th day of November 2025. So this is the meeting where those 4 individuals who have been certified the winners of the election from November 4th, 2025 will be sworn into office. We are fortunate this evening to have Montgomery County Court of Common Pleas Judge Tolliver here with us. Judge Tolliver, it's always good to see you here back in Cheltenham. Thank you for being here. And at this time, we will move forward with conducting the oaths. Judge Tolliver, you're welcome to come forward.
Oh.
And
Good evening, good evening. Thank you very much.
and you can let us know who you'd like to start with.
Well, top of the order. I have Carolyn Watts. How are you?
I'm well. How
Do
are
you
you?
swear?
I think for,
Affirm?
yeah.
All right. So I'll say aye, and then you'll just state your name. Okay?
Okay. If I wanted, is my husband supposed to come?
Absolutely, absolutely. Come on up and support.
I
With all these other folks, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. I,
I,
your name,
Caroline Watts,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and I will discharge the duties of my office
and I will discharge the duties of my office
as a school director for the Cheltenham Township School District
as a school director of the Cheltenham School District
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Photo, sure.
Thank you.
Leah Mulhearn. You may take your seat, yes.
Mrs. Watts, please
You
take
have
your seat.
Good,
Take-
good.
take-
Come on. Good, very good, very good. Well, you stand here.
I will stand here,
All right.
absolutely.
And I'm sorry, do you swear or affirm?
I will affirm.
Okay, very good. So I'll say aye, and then you'll state your name. I
I, Leah Mulhearn,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and
the
defend
Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
as a school director for Cheltenham Township
as a school director for Cheltenham Township School
with
District
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations. Picture?
Thank you.
Daniel Schultz. Oh, very good. Good, absolutely. Do you swear or affirm?
I guess swear.
So I'll say aye and you state your name.
Sounds great.
I
I, Dan Schultz,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and I will discharge the duties of my office
as school director for Cheltenham Township School District
as school director of Cheltenham Township School District
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Can we get a picture of that, too? Sure, sure. Zachary Epps. Do you swear or affirm? So I'll say aye and then state your name, all right?
I, Zachary Epps,
I do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United
and
States,
the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
as a school director for Cheltenham Township School District
as a school director for Cheltenham Township School District
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
My service is complete. Thank you. All righty.
Thank you, Judge Tolliver. All right, thank you, Judge Tolliver, and welcome newly elected or re-elected school board directors. Our team of 9 is complete. All right, so now we are at the point in our reorganization meeting where we will nominate and elect a board president. Are there any nominations for the office of board president?
I'm going to nominate Leah Mulhearn.
I will nominate Ross Whiting.
I accept.
I accept.
Are there any other nominations? All right, may I have a motion to close the nominations?
So moved.
Seconded.
All in favor of closing nominations, say aye.
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 Any opposed or abstentions? All right. Seeing none, we will now proceed to a vote on the election of board president. Ms. Hatcher, please. Before we move into the vote, opening the floor for discussion.
Thank you, Dr. Whiting. Thank you, Mr. Epps, for the nomination and for your support. And thank you to all of my colleagues over the last few weeks as we have all had some amazing, I think, conversations with each other talking about what we envision collectively as being this next year of the board and the things that we'd like to see happen as we continue to build our own board culture and continue to do all of the good work that we need to do along with our administration. I just want to briefly say that as we had these discussions, 3 themes emerged for me, and they were communication, collaboration, and community. And I don't want to deliberate too much here, but I just want to kind of outline, I think, going reverse community. All 9 of us were elected by voters of this township that we reside in, and I think that I don't speak just for myself when I say that we take that duty very seriously and that we care very much about the community we live in, the residents, the voters, the children, the students that are in our buildings each and every day, and that we really want the best for them each and every day. Collaboration, we work as a team of 9 and as a team of 10 with our superintendent, Dr. Scriven, and beyond that, we collaborate each and every meeting and in our prep meetings and all kinds of other ways with our administrators and with our students and teachers when we get the chance to do that as well. It truly is a team effort, I think, to do the work of any school district. And lastly, communication. I think this is the through line, and it covers a lot of what I hope to accomplish as board president. Communication is not just as simple as individual conversations or quick text, but it's a more cohesive, it's our communication as a team of 9 and a team of 10. It's also the way that we communicate with our administrators, with the community, with the public at large, and I hope to continue to improve those processes by collaborating with the entire board, because I really think that board leadership, none of these individual roles as directors are things that you can do alone. It's truly, the reason that Pennsylvania has it as a team of 9 is because, and 10 is because that's how we best operate. So thank you for the nomination, and I look forward to see what comes next. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Mulhearn. So leadership is the collective organization of activities towards shared goals. And this is the most collaborative and communicative leadership role that one could possibly have, I think, in a public setting at all, because we are really a board of 9, and even the president shares an equal amount of power with the group. And so the purpose of the president is to organize the group's collective actions towards those goals. And so as an accounting, I've done 20 years of educational leadership now myself. I'm a former teacher. I'm a graduate of the Rutgers Leadership Academy, which prepares people for educational leadership. I have a lot of experience in educational leadership myself, and this is my day-to-day practice. And I ran for this because the things that this job requires are at the core of my strengths. Communication and collaboration are my everyday practices. I teach organizational communication. I teach leadership and communication. I teach these things and practice them to the best of my ability. Now, leadership is also a process, and it's ever evolving. It requires listening and understanding, and those are also things that I try to practice myself in my everyday work as leaders in the various organizations that I'm a part of. And now, as Ms. Mulhearn said, communication is going to be clear here. We've heard from our board that we want more transparent internal and external communication. We've heard that we want more organized processes internally and externally as a group. And we've also heard that we want more follow-through for all of us about how we do our work and the things that we are going to be accountable to. These things are strengths for me as a leader. I have worked with, in my professional practice as an organizational development expert and advocate, 33 different school districts and their boards on strategic planning and goal setting. I have worked with 9 boards specifically on leadership transitions and leadership in general. The difference with this board is that instead of going and organizing the activities of the board, I would also have some skin in the game in accountability, which is the thing that I think that we all really desire here. And so I am really excited to be considered for this position. I know this is only my second year in this role, and it's a testament to, I think, all of our collective understanding of our work and our strengths that I would even be considered and nominated. And so I want to say I appreciate this board very much, and of course we'll support whatever outcome comes out of this process. And so thank you so much for your consideration.
Thank you. I just wanted to acknowledge how impressed and proud I am of this board and the leadership on this board collectively. It has been an honor of mine to get to serve as vice president for about 4.5 years, and when I was reflecting on whether I wanted to try to seek presidency in September, I reflected a lot about how we have such deep talent on this board, and that I would frankly prefer to support that talent and be a member of a team of 10 than try to wrangle the the sheer potential of this body. So I just wanted to A, give that context, but B, reflect on how great it is that we are able to have 2 amazing candidates. There could have been even more amazing candidates. Honestly, I'm thankful it's just 2 because this was a hard enough thing. And with that, I'm going to stop talking and thank you both for putting your names forward. I also appreciate this is one of the more thorough public conversations that we've had around our board leadership.
And so we definitely have heard from some candidates, and I think what is important for me, one is, and we've had some private conversations, I do think about one, lived experience at the highest levels of decision making, and so we're all Cheltenham community members, and we bring that lived experience to the highest levels of decision making, and how does that also reflect for us as a board? And something that was really critical for me, and in a position that we'll hear as well in a few moments, is as we think about what it means to be an empowered board member, right? All 9 of us being empowered board members, what distinction, like, does this role have for you, given you'll be an empowered board member, right? No matter if you're president, vice president, we'll all be empowered board members. And so I do appreciate that from the candidates I've heard. What that means for them, like, yes, how this role is distinct from being a broader board member, and how that speaks to, one, how we function as a board without becoming 9 microphones, 9 opinions, and 9 perspectives, and 9 requests, how we actually function as a board that keeps the main thing, which we understand, right? That is inspiration and resources for all students to reach their full potential. Like, how do we keep that the main thing while also understanding that we do have perspectives and strengths and different things to add? So I do appreciate that as a voting person, some of those things have been responded to pretty directly from each of the candidates.
Any additional board comments? I'll just share one. I am excited personally at the level of communication and collaboration that has happened over the last few weeks. Again, not as a candidate for this particular seat, but just generally as a holdover board member, as is described earlier in the agenda here, who has been around to see a variety of different board presidents and to see the collective work of that board, but to then also see that there's also something new that we can also show that we're really good at, and to see that happen in real time. Again, happy to be a part of it. I think it is appropriate for us as a trusting team of 9, team of 10, to be able to have that type of relationship with one another professionally and in our current roles, supporting what the community expects us to do, which is make the right decisions in light of what they have done to support us by voting for us to get here. Okay? All right. Okay, so if there are no other comments, Ms. Hatcher, if you could, please call the roll with each member indicating for which they are voting for the position of board president.
Ms. Christie,
Ms. Mulhearn,
Mr. Burgell Williams,
Dr. Whiting?
Mr. Epps,
Mrs. Leah Mulhearn.
Ms. Lowman,
Ms. Mulhearn.
Ms. Murphy,
Dr. Whiting.
Ms. Mulhearn,
Ms. Mulhearn?
Dr. Whiting,
Dr. Whiting?
Dr. Watts,
Dr. Whiting.
that concludes the roll call.
No.
Oh, Dr.
You-
Mr. Schultz, I'm sorry.
Ms. Mulhearn.
Thank you. That concludes the roll call.
All right, so I believe that is 5 votes for Ms. Mulhearn, 4 votes for Dr. Whiting. So congratulations, Ms. Mulhearn. You've been elected the board president.
Okay, thank you. I'm not going to say too much right now, just truly excited and honored to be literally in this seat and figuratively in this seat. And as I stated earlier, I'm excited to get to work. And I know from the conversations we've had that what was very clear is no matter the outcome of tonight's meeting, that we were all excited to work with each other. And to use, I forget now who even said it, but a team of 9 people, we all have different strengths, and we are all ready to be empowered and to do all of the things that why we're here to do it. So thank you. I'm going to move on to item 7. Oh, no, we just did that. I assumed leadership of the meeting. Item 8, nomination for an election of vice president. So similar to the process we just had, we will do it now for vice president. So are there any nominations for the office of board vice president?
I'll nominate Jenny Lowman.
I will nominate Mr. Bedell Williams.
Do you both accept your nominations?
I accept.
I accept.
Thank you. And are there any other nominations? All right, may I please have a motion to close nominations?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. The motion carries and nominations are closed. Oh, and now we will have a discussion on the candidates. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Lowman.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Schultz, for the nomination. I appreciate it. I have been incredibly grateful to be a member of this board for 5.5 years. It's been an incredible learning experience for me personally, and also to be part of a community that cares so deeply about public education in this day and age is somewhat of a rare thing, quite frankly. And so I feel very, very fortunate to be part of this community where we are always trying to do the best that we can to serve all of our students and to meet their needs. So I was really reflecting on kind of the past 5.5 years as I was thinking about this. I also calculated that probably I've been on the board for approximately been to about 5,800 hours worth of meetings. Maybe more, I don't know, I lost track during COVID. I felt like we were having about 3 meetings a day at one point over Zoom during COVID, but it's a lot of time and effort, and it's something that you really have to love and believe in strongly. And I'm running for this position because I've been a strong advocate for students, specifically for children and their families, for a very long time. It was what I did right out of law school, and I did that for about 12 years, and I continue to really be supportive of advocacy on behalf of all students, particularly those students for whom accessing education is not always an easy thing. So I've really been grateful, like I said, to the board to be able to be in this role and try to bring my voice to our discussions. I am also looking forward to, with whomever is elected with the slate, with the group of leadership, to really work on our communication both internally as a board and externally with our constituents. I also am looking forward to really figuring out what we can as a board do without stepping on the toes of administration, but also within our power as policy setters, and kind of how we can move forward with that as well. But primarily I'm also just really devoted to the community and the students whom we serve. We have amazing students in this district. We have amazing staff. We have people who are really devoted to really moving the ball forward for all of our kids, and I'd like to be able to share my talents with that, to do that. I am very organized, and I am also very focused, and I really try to complete what I say I'm going to complete. Might not be immediately, but it does also always ultimately get done, and so I am grateful for being nominated.
Thank you. Yeah, I too am so grateful to have been nominated. Dr. Whiting, thank you. Um, I've had conversations with every board member about this over the last week or two, and couldn't help but every time I got off the phone, like, man, like, wow, I really enjoy talking with this person, or enjoy, the camaraderie that we have, even in, what is a relatively menial thing, and it comes to the big picture of our school board work. But that told me a lot about why I told me more about why I want to seek the role of vice president, and that is to be able to help synergize that collective energy and the collective thoughts of what was shared to help move us forward. Doing that, reflecting on the needs of the community, the needs of staff, needs of our superintendent, so that we are officially a team of 10 at all times, but also to be able to help drive us to places where we haven't necessarily been before. We are, quite frankly, managing through some relatively challenging moments in the history of Cheltenham School District, and one thing I can say is that no moment is too big for me, but all of the small moments count. And I take advantage of every one of them every time I engage with a person, a student, a child, and I want all of that to be known as the core reason why I think I would be good for this, is because those moments matter and they impact not only my work, but I want it to impact our work as well. Specifically, Ms. Mulhearn, thank you for the 3 C's of communication, community, and collaboration. I love those. Those are things that we've heard from our community that we want more of, or we want to see be different, and similarly from our board. And I'm excited to help be a catalyst for that, add activation energy, and carry us to some new heights. And hopefully I'm the person who's able to do it alongside you, Ms. Mulhearn. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments?
I won't say who, but someone mentioned to me that the vice president was important for bringing napkins to the event. So I just wanted to let you know, I do not agree with that expectations. It's going to be much more than that. So we've talked a lot about, but I say that a little joke, but we talked a lot about president and what that means as president, but a team of that, there's also a sub-team of 2. And so I do see this as like the president, vice president sharing responsibility as it relates to supporting administration, and also related to supporting the board as well.
Ms. Blistein?
Just one thing I wanted to add, which is that I've really enjoyed having conversations with all of the people who have been interested in these leadership positions over the past few weeks. And I hope I've communicated that to all of you, that I have really enjoyed getting to have one-on-one conversations, and being able to set aside time for that, and hope that we continue to do that regardless of what the outcome is. I'm not running for anything, but I do also feel really grateful to be part of the board, and I enjoy spending time doing difficult things, but with people who my values align with. And so I'm really grateful that there were multiple people interested in both of these positions, and I thank you all for your service.
Thank you. Any other comments from the board? All right, then we will now proceed to a vote on the election of the board vice president. Ms. Hatcher will now call the roll, with each member indicating the individual for whom they wish to vote for board vice president.
Ms. Blistein,
Ms. Lowman,
Mr. Burdell Williams,
Mr. Burdell Williams,
Mr. Epps, Ms. Lowman,
No, sorry, apologies. I'm going to cast my vote for Mr. Burdell Williams.
Ms. Lowman,
Ms. Lemon?
Ms. Murphy,
Mr. Burdell Williams.
Mr. Burdell Williams.
Dr. Watts,
Ms. Lowman.
Mr. Schultz,
Ms. Lowman.
and Mrs. Mulhearn.
Ms. Lowman.
All right, so that concludes the vote. It appears Ms. Lowman has 5 votes, Mr. Burdell Williams has 4 votes. Congratulations, Ms. Lowman, being elected to board vice president.
Welcome, Ms. Lowman. Would you, if you would like to make any remarks, feel free to. You are not required to.
Thank you, everyone who voted for me and who didn't vote for me, because I know we still also had some really great conversations, and I look forward to continuing to work with everybody. Charles knows that I love him, and I could have said very easily that I was voting for him instead of for myself. So I think that we do have such potential on this board, and I'm really excited to see how we can make good use of that to meet our strategic goals.
Thank you, Ms. Lowman. Next on the agenda is item 9, approval of the time and place of board meetings for calendar year 2026. They are listed in the agenda, the regular legislative board meetings. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Lipstein, second.
Second, Dr.
Dr.
Whiting.
Whiting, thank you. Any discussion on the meeting dates? Great. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Great, the motion carries. Thank you. Next on the agenda is public comment on non-agenda items. So Cheltenham residents, taxpayers, and school district employees are permitted to comment on agenda items and/or non-agenda items at this time. Speakers' comments will be limited to 3 minutes or less. Anyone in the room is welcome to approach the podium. Anyone online is welcome to email schoolboard@cheltenham.org with their comments. Seeing no comments, I will point out next on the agenda are future meeting dates as listed, and I will now call for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved. Zachary Epps.
Seconded, Dan Schultz.
Awesome. All right, thank you, everyone. The meeting is adjourned.